Alright, hello everybody, Skyraid here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. Breaking down the new co-op mode, which was the big to-do, the big all-in of the major content update, so to speak, is this, okay? Now I ran you have 5 limited attempts per day. They reset daily, so that's fine, I suppose. As much of a grind that this is seemingly looking like to make it anywhere worthwhile, yeah, I mean, you get dust and you get gear by running these attempts, but that's even kind of paltry. So yeah, every 5 day, or you get 5 attempts per day, and the charms that drop within each one of these level wise seemingly is random. On a couple of these levels I've gotten 2 level 1s to level 3s, and I have a level 5 at best currently right now. As we can see here, I have a level 5 healing charm, which is very, very nice to have. The heal, I think, and the defense is the 2 better of the 4. But yeah, and this one so far unfortunately feels very lackluster. I hope it gets better as it gets ranked up, but for right now it is what it is. Now there's ways to rank up here on these charms. You go and click on each one of these. You go to crafting, and then it will take you to the usual setup here. Now whenever you salvage, I'm not going to salvage any of these right now because I have 1 of each and I'm going to keep it that way. But whenever you salvage, of course, it will yield you 10 shards. Or wait, no, this one says 20. Never mind. Okay, level 2 will give you 20. If it was a level 1, which I already salvaged before, it gives you 10. So I guess it depends on what the level is. Oh no, that's a level 3 charm. It's going to give 10. Why does this one give 20? I did upgrade this one, mind you. So maybe that's why? I upgraded this one from a level 1 to a level 2. So now it's saying if I salvage this one, I'll get 20. So it looks like you'll get those resources you put into one back, so that is kind of a good thing, I suppose. All right, but if you haven't upgraded it at all, okay, so the base result is going to be 10. So okay, that's how that works. If you upgrade them at all, you'll get 10 additional per upgrade, I think. Oh boy, again, this is all early on. This is early testing. That's how it goes. Now for this one, if I want to upgrade it, I leveled it from a 1 to a 2. It required 15 shards. From a 2 to a 3, it looks like it needs 20. Okay, and then from a 3 to a 4, it needs 25. And from a 4 to a 5, it needs 30. You get the idea here. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's where it jumps. So once you get to a level 5, you need 40. So it doesn't do 5 per anymore. So level 5, it goes to 4. Oh boy. Okay, so that scales up. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It's going to take a lot of time. Now, bear in mind as well, this will replace your charm slot. Whenever you go to do these Vanguard attempts, these Vanguard groups, you have to do, if you want to equip it, are only active in Vanguard. Do you want to continue? Yes. Now see, this is what it does. And it's because it's a level 5, I got life and damage increased by 300% when I'm in there. Which is, you need a lot more than that. Especially for the last 2 difficulties, the 3 and 4. You need a lot more than that. So this is just going to be a grind over time kind of thing. And it is what it is. The secondary attributes will increase on each piece depending on what rank you have into it. And these are randomized. These are not the same. I had 2 of the same pieces here that I salvaged the one already, and I used it for an upgrade piece just to test it out. But these are different. It's not going to be the same. And when you rank them up, you will get another attribute if you didn't have one already. I'm not entirely sure what the maximum amount of attributes are going to be. There's 3 and a 3 here. Let's see the 4. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 and a 4. It could just be coincidence, but if you get a magic attribute, the list is going to be extremely long. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you get 5 attributes on a 5 rank. That's kind of crazy. And I don't think these actual numbers change, unfortunately. I thought by ranking them up that these green numbers would go up too. The life and damage numbers do, But these other ones, I think, remain. All they do is stack. So you're just getting more of them randomly added as you rank up the charms. Okay, well, that's going to be fun. So anyway, as you can see here, just starting out, the very first one is the most painful because this one is the escort. I should be able to read what it does here. Oh yeah, here we go. This one here, it shows level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Level 1, you have to escort the spirit to go to these piles. Now please, if you're just starting out, do everybody a favor. Everybody stay in the circle of the escort. It makes it move faster. That's how it's always been in every escort mission of every game. The more people in the circle, the faster things go along. And you are under a time crunch in all of these modes. Just get it done faster. Do everybody else a favor. And once the spirit gets to these pyres, or these purification piles, it will begin the purification process of which you have to defend it. Now this circle here is the range of where it counts of you being in for speeding the process up. So the more of you that stay within this runic circle on the ground, the better. That's what you want to do. But the first one, it's an escort spirit thing for it to do that. And then you have to stand on the exit for 10 seconds before the portal will appear, and then the mode will end. Okay, level 2, you don't have to escort anymore, which is nice. It's the same as level 1, just everything's a little bit stronger, and you don't have the escort, so you are the ones that will be standing in the circle to purify this pyre instead of the spirit, which is, I think, honestly much better. And again, the same format. Now level 3 and level 4. Level 3 and level 4, everything amps up even further. The same process is the purification. Enemies are stronger, much stronger. And at the end, you have to take down a random Heliquary boss. You still have to take them down and finish them off, and then still wait 10 seconds on the glyph here to leave. But you have to take down the boss. You can't just make it to the escape spot and hope for the portal to spawn and then exit. You have to take down the boss. And then, of course, level 4 is just everything's that much more stronger, and this is the last tier that's in here right now, and for good reason. I randomly got lucky and finished a level 3 today so far. And I got a couple pieces of gear. I got a main hand and an offhand. So they gave me those as guaranteed, I think. But here is the biggest caveat and the unfortunate thing to all of this. That was the big to-do that they were touting, was you would be able to get a Heliquary boss affix on these pieces of gear. Guess what? It's under the umbrella of RNG as everything else in the game. So it's not a guarantee. I identified this piece and this piece. These are the ones that I got from completing level 3 Vanguard mode. As you can see here, this one did not even give me anything new for the affixes. It gave the usual ones. And of course, the stats, as you can see, are downgrade for me anyway. Now, the offhand gave one of the newer affixes, but it didn't give any Heliquary affixes either. So yeah, this is all random, and that kind of sucks because it's not a guarantee. You're not going to get it that way. RNG, RNG, RNG. Random number generator, in case you're always wondering what that means. But yeah, it basically means random, random. Random is random, is random, is random, is random. So this really, really sucks because that was the big to-do. That was the only thing that it was really looking enticing, because those affixes can be used anywhere in Sanctuary. Well, if you don't want to give it to us, then it's kind of a moot point, unfortunately. So there's that. Hopefully that covers everything for Vanguard mode in general. But I wanted to make another point here before I wrap this up. There is a very high discrepancy with the class balancing, and this match in particular that I'm going to show you right now highlights that to a T. Okay, so I have the healing field right there. Oh, okay, hang on. I have the healing field active. I have the healing field, the charm on me, mind you. So it shows what I got going in. additional attributes times 5 because it's a level 5. Again, it looks like they're going to give us an additional attribute every time we rank them up, which is very interesting. However, it is also very needed, and you'll see why in a minute. This is a level 4 attempt. Now we have a barbarian. They are a 6500 reso. Okay. And we have a satyr and a necromancer and me, the wizard. So now we're in the purification circle, having to fight the enemies. The ranged enemies are mostly the issue in this mode, I've noticed, being a problem. And it's very hard to see. We're already taking a significant amount of damage. There goes the healing field. I put it down. You can see the cooldown is very long on it. It does last for a fair amount of time, but not long enough for as long of a cooldown that I have now coming off of it. Upon upgrading it some more, perhaps along the way I'll get maybe a cooldown reduction. Now look at that massive damage dump on all of us again. All 4 of us, we all got hit. We're getting hit with the ranged fire attacks mostly. That's doing a crossfire on all of us, and I think that's what's really hurting us here. Okay, we managed to cleanse 1, but here it comes.
I need healing.
You do not have healing potions in these to use. You do not. So you are reliant on the healing charm to heal you up or other means. And as you can see here, this is what I wanted to show, the class imbalance. The barbarian healed himself up entirely from all that damage they took. We're going to run this back a little bit. All you can do once you go down is spectate and hope that the other team members will... Yeah, see, they had... Right there, even the barbarian's health was completely gone. And... Well, there it is, right there. So they had to use their Undying Rage and everything to heal back up to full. But again, that's their inherent class ability anyway. This has nothing to do with the charms. This has nothing to do with any of the Vanguard mechanics. This is purely base mechanics for a barbarian, of course, and its class design. So I'm checking the other person. The necromancer left the party. The satyr stayed around. I checked out their skills real quick, and I kind of checked out their stats. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, oh yeah, look at this. Barbarian almost died again, but ran around, full heal. And they're just basically burning everything because they have 4-piece Barons, they have 4-piece Vithus. I will show you in this video clip, I show the pieces of gear if you want to replicate that as a barb and see. And then as you can see there, I showed their secondaries and that they are a 6500 reso. Just to give another idea, because whales will have an easier time in this as well, so they do have an advantage. But again, as you can see, they're taking a lot of damage. They have to deal a lot more damage to these. And a level 4 with current charm strength, it's just not going to happen regardless, even if they have, 6500 reso. Sure, yeah, they're burning everything with their feasting barons and dots, but it's still not enough to clear. But the main thing about this I wanted to highlight was the fact that they were to heal themselves up. And there's their skills in case you're curious what they're using. And then there's their pieces of gear I show so you can get an idea what they're running if you want, again, to copy it as a barbarian. Because it did seem to work out pretty well for them. However, the rest of the team does need to survive, so you're going to have that. And I ran every one of these with randoms, mind you, on purpose, because everybody, the vast majority of everybody is going to be running these things casually anyway, just the same. So, yeah. And look how long they were able to survive. However, there is a time limit on all of the modes. So basically, you want to get the cleared as fast as possible within that time frame. They ran out of time. Actually, no, they didn't run out of time. They ended up getting taken out because, even their Undying Rage and other cooldowns, no matter how well they are at surviving it for that long, is eventually just going to run out. Look at that, full heal. Taking massive amounts of damage now from everything around. Still able to heal themselves, and boom, done. That time they got taken out. But yeah. Yep. But yeah, that's my biggest complaint right now. Fresh out the gate, fresh out the box. You can definitely tell that's how it highlights. I mean, granted, yeah, barbs need that because that's part of their class design and makeup, but at the same time, oh boy. Now I thought, again, Blood Knight might have another possible advantage of that as well with all their siphoning. They might be able to heal up about almost the same without having to worry about the healing charm. But no, I don't think it's anywhere near as strong, near as impactful. The life leech that the barbarians get is just insane. So take that for what you will, take it for as you may. Let me know in the comments down below what you think if you tried this mode out yourselves yet. Hopefully I highlighted everything. If you have any questions, of course, too, put those in the comments down below. If I forgot anything, I usually try not to forget anything, and which is why some of these videos go on a little bit longer than I plan. But it is what it is. My overall thoughts at the end of this here, wrapping it up. Overall thoughts, I'm very, very highly disappointed with the pieces of gear that you get. I did not think that they were going to be this much randomized as far as the affixes go. Like I said, this is what we used to get on pieces since the game released. So the fact that I didn't get anything new, so to speak, as far as the affixes go on the pieces that I got, and the one level 3 clear that I was able to do today. Granted, that's just one sample, but still, even nonetheless, I was able to get one in. I was happy that I was able to get one in to showcase it for the video and give my initial thoughts on. It's kind of disappointing. It's very disappointing. Now, leveling up the charms is just going to be a grind fest. It is what it is. There is an event going on right now that you have to do this with, so keep an eye out for that. Let me go over that real quick. It's in the Toil of Virtue. Okay, I completed the story as well. But yeah, complete a Vanguard. I forgot to claim this every time I did one, so make sure you do that. Keep an eye on it, although I'm almost maxed. It's under the Vanguard tab here. Now what I need to do is I have to use the Might charm 5 times to complete it for this as well, so be sure to do that. I did the other ones, I do believe. I think that's the only one. Yeah, that's the only one I got left to do. So yeah, I'll have to do that tomorrow because I maxed out on my attempts today. But at least they refresh daily, and take that for what it is. It's 5 times a day. I guess that's fair enough. If you fail, it does not count towards this. They remain. So you have to complete a run successfully for this to count towards the number. So that's fine. But anyway, wrapping it up. Until next time, everybody, stay safe out there in the real world, and far as always, take care of yourselves as best you can. One day at a time is all you can do. Until next time, see ya.